What's up, movie fans and Netflix bingers? This is the Bros Who Binge podcast. My name is Adam Schubert, and as always, I'm joined by Lyndon Burton. Lyndon, pitch it week.
Today, by the time that people hear this, if you're listening to this, be on Twitch, twitch.tv/BrosWhoBinge, 6 p.m.
If you're listening to this and it's Thursday, February 4th, it's after 6 o'clock, turn this off and go to the Twitch.
Go to Twitch, yeah.
Listen to this later.
Real talk. If you are listening to this anytime but on Thursday between 6 p.m. CST and like 8:30, yeah, let's say 10. Yeah, real talk. 10 p.m. because we will have an after show. Turn this off. Go to twitch.tv/BrosWhoBinge. And if you're listening to this at any other point in time and you missed the picture stream, watch the VOD on YouTube.
The after show is now going to be an after show pizza show because I'm going to have to eat.
No, the after show is going to be amazing. I'm excited. Carl's going to be there. We're going to have a lot of just different contestants coming on the after show.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We got things figured out, and it's going to be a pretty good event. So I hope that you guys have either already checked it out or are going to.
Yeah, 100%. We put a lot of work into this. And I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow. I already told my boss I'm leaving work early tomorrow. Like, I've been having this plan for months. Sorry. And like, I told the dude I do the show with, like, I was like, you can handle it. You can hold down the fort for an hour. He's like, I got it. You don't have to come in. I was like, look at you. I got to come in for at least an hour. But nah, that's my brother Norm. Shout out. But yeah, no, man, I'm excited. Pitch it. We said, this is we said it enough on this show. This is a league that started off as just a idea that could be something that we put on this show, and now it's transformed into this whole league. I love all the different personalities. I love everything everybody's bringing, so I'm super excited. But if we're talking movies, I was let down this week, Schubert.
Our TV shows that we're talking about today
killed. Amazing.
Both came out with some fire.
Amazing.
But the movie that we were very excited about fell completely flat.
Look, we're going to get to the little things. A lot of big things wrong with that movie. We'll get to that. We got to talk about WandaVision because the creator had some comments that I thought were just not right, not accurate. And he had a lot of Marvel people defending him. And I'm saying, if you're a real Marvel fan, you should be able to call a spade a spade. But we're going to talk about that. And then Your Honor. Can I hate Adam Desiato any more than I already do? I didn't think I could. But now I can.
Yeah, after okay, well, I'm not even gonna get into it because we have so much to discuss about that. Like, I just could not believe that kid. If you're not watching that show, you got to start. I mean,
yeah, that's a fact. If you're not watching,
we're 8 episodes in.
If you're not watching Your Honor, you're missing out, big time.
Yeah,
big time. That's a fact. But Schubert, whenever you're ready, I'm ready, brother.
Yeah, I'm ready to jump into this because we got to get to those.
100%.
All right, so let's get started. All right, big news for you, Lyndon. I know you're really excited about this. The Sandman series at Netflix has set its main cast. Tom Sturridge is set to star as Dream.
Okay.
With the show also adding Gwendolyn Christie, Vivian Acheampong, Boyd Holbrook, and Charles Dance, SM Chaudhry, and Sanviv Bhaskar.
Yeah, Bhaskar. Do we know who is the main character? Who is the Sandman?
No. So Tom Sturridge is going to star as Dream. So that's one character. Christy, best known. Yeah, okay. Gwendolyn Christie, she's going to play Lucifer.
Nice. Schubert, did not call that. Oh, like last time we talked about this, I believe it was last episode. I was like, man, if I could choose which role I want Gwendolyn Christie to be, it would be Lucifer because I think that's perfect for her. And boy, did I feel vindicated when I saw that.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people are excited that she's going to have an opportunity to play a big role in this series, especially after how she's been underutilized, at least in Star Wars. And for some people, the Game of Thrones storyline didn't end as well as they would have liked it to.
And rightfully so, man. She deserves it. And that's going to be an amazing character for her. Like, I'm just saying that Lucifer is one of the most interesting characters in Sandman.
Well, next up, Vivian Acheampong is going to play Lucian.
Oh, okay. The main character is Dream, so it is gonna be that guy. For some
Tom
reason I was
Sturridge.
thinking of Morpheus because that's what they call him, but I forgot he's also known as Dream. Okay, bet. Yeah, because he's a Sandman. Okay, Tom Sturridge would be a good he looks like he could pull it off because basically Morpheus is like this kind of cracked out looking guy, and Tom Sturridge looks like he can pull that off. Like void of sleep, like he needs all of it.
Which one's Tom Sturridge? Oh yeah.
Like Google a picture of the Sandman and look at him and tell me that he can't pull that off. Dude looks like he needs some sleep, like he got some bags under his eyes.
Yeah, this spot on casting there, but we'll see if he can get it done.
Yeah, hopefully he has great actors around him.
Like I said, Chempong, she's going to play Lucien, the chief librarian and trusted guardian of Dream's realm. Holbrook will play Corinthian, an escaped nightmare who wishes to taste all that the world has in store. Dance will play Roderick Burgess, described as a charlatan, blackmailer, and magician. Chaudhry will play Abel, and Baskar will play Cain.
Cain and Abel. They're very important to this. Yep.
Described as the first victim and the first predator, respectively.
Yep. They are very, very important to this. So this is big. This is something I'm excited for. I've been clamoring for more non-superhero comic book television, and I believe this is going to be successful. This is one of the best comics that aren't superhero related. And granted, this does have DC ties, but the fact that it's Netflix makes me think we won't see any of that. This is why I kind of wish it would be on HBO, but still, it'll be a good story. This makes me hope that we see more Vertigo line DC stuff. 100 Bullets, fingers crossed. HBO, do not let that fall to Netflix. You need to do it yourself. But this is big news, and I'm excited for this. And all Gwendolyn Christie fans should be ecstatic.
Yeah, I think that this is one of the more anticipated series that Netflix has coming out. That's not something that they've already done, Stranger Things or The Witcher.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. I'm glad that we got this moving forward and a name like Gwendolyn Christie behind it. So
yeah, 100%. This is big for her, and I'm excited for it.
All right. Well, let's get to the trailers that we had this week.
Yep, we got
the first one. Let's talk about Justice Society.
Yeah, big on this. It looked good. It's Justice Society World War II. They're basically doing World War II with the Nazis in there. They created the OG Justice Society, which isn't really the original Justice Society because Wonder Woman's in it. We also see who else was in it? Well, Wonder Woman was the
Wonder
only
Woman,
character.
Flash, Hawkman.
But it's Jay Garrick Flash.
Yeah.
Yep.
Black Canary.
Black Canary. Yeah, there were some people that aren't typical Justice Society members, but there was Our Man, excuse me. There was there's Jay Garrick Flash, Hawkman. The only person that doesn't really fit there is Wonder Woman, but I get it. It makes sense. And basically Barry Allen, modern day, comes back in time to help these people fight. I'm interested to see how that manages, what happens with that, but I think we're in for a good DC animated film.
Yeah, it looks entertaining. It's a DC animated film, and
the last one was good.
All pretty hit. So
yep.
And we also have Long Halloween coming too.
Oh yeah, that was news courtesy of Daniel RPK. The Long Halloween animated movie is good to go. Part 1 is already finished and will release in the coming months. And the fact that it's a 2-part movie makes me super excited. That means they're going to do the first one, and then the sequel will be part 2. I'm glad they're doing it this way. Hopefully they stay true to the comics, unlike with Hush, because I expected Hush to be great. It's one of the best Batman comics ever, and they really let me down. And this is my favorite Batman comic ever, besides Hush. Those are my 2 favorite Batman comics ever, and I expect this to be done well. This is the movie we talked about.
Oh, keep going.
I was just saying, this is the movie we talked about as the inspiration for the Batman. This is a true mystery noir story. So they can do this really cool. I wouldn't be mad if they went all black and white, if they brought in blues music to make it very noir-esque, make it very Chinatown, because that's what this is. This is a mystery early in Batman's career that is the start of all of his rogues gallery as well.
Cool. Yeah, definitely been wanting to see that played out as a movie.
Yep, and you're gonna get your wish. So in the other trailer we
that's
have.
cool. Well, no, I was gonna
Oh,
say about that. What was the other Batman movie that they did part 1, part 2? That was that
that was
the Damien stuff.
no. That was the Frank Miller classic, The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah. But it
That
was
was
like when he was
great.
older.
Yeah, it was with.
Yeah.
It's when hold on, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it's called.
Are you sure Damien wasn't in it?
No, Damien wasn't in it. It was with Kelly with oh my gosh, it's with Kate Kelly or Kate you making me look like a bad Batman fan, bro. I forget her name all the damn time. It is with Carrie Kelly. She's the redhead Robin that's new. Yeah, and it's with Batman when he's young. This is what BVS took inspiration from because he battles Superman because they're in the Cold War and Ronald Reagan doesn't approve of Batman methods. He tells Superman to go back in to Gotham to shut him down. Batman, with the help of Green Arrow, kicks Superman's ass, fakes his death, goes underground, is now in control of Gotham. He has an army to fight all the bad guys. That's what happens at part 2. Part 1 is where he kills the Joker.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So
I saw that one.
That's a great part 1 and part 2. And if they do it like that for Long Halloween, this will be arguably better than that because I enjoy the Long Halloween story a little bit more than The Dark Knight Returns, but because it's classic Batman where Dark Knight Returns is the end of Batman's career. This is towards the beginning. So I'm ecstatic for this. But the other trailer we have is The Nevers on HBO. It's basically like this new.
Here, I got the actual synopsis.
Go ahead.
In the last years of Victoria's reign, London is beset by touched people, mostly women, who suddenly manifest abnormal abilities, some charming and some very disturbing. Among them are Amelia True, a mysterious, quick-fisted widow, and Penance Adair, a brilliant young inventor. They are the champions of this new underclass, making a home for the touched while fighting the forces of, well, pretty much all the forces, to make room for those whom history has, as we know it, has no place.
Let me say this. It looked really good. I was actually impressed by this. And this is something I'm gonna at least give 3 episode watch to,
Yeah, it's gonna be 6 episodes coming out in April 2021. Joss Whedon is the creator.
Ooh, Joss.
So take that as you will.
Yeah. That makes me less excited. But he did make Buffy, so it shows he understands witches and whatnot.
What's the actress's name that I like in here?
Who you got? Who's in there that you enjoy? The Nevers? I'm pull up the.
This is it. Laura Donnelly. Laura Donnelly's in this. Laura Donnelly plays a character in Outlander that I really enjoy.
That's like the biggest name besides like Nick Frost or like Nick Frost is really the only other big name besides Laura Donnelly, pretty much. That's the only other person I really recognize.
Yeah, pretty much.
Looking at this cast, because everybody else looks like they're either British actors or new actors to the scene. So this show can maybe
pretty cool, man. It's like your period piece, but it also with the touch magic people is like magic or kind of superhero. Because like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting is like it's either like a little magical or it's like a superpower,
Yeah.
So
no, I agree with that 100%. I think
it's an interesting concept.
I can't lie. The trailer definitely impressed me, but this next story makes me. I'm going to be a little upset with this next story because I'm just going to be honest. So a series set in Wakanda is in development at Disney+. The series is part of a new multi-year overall television deal for Ryan Coogler. Big kudos to him. He's definitely earned it. And his Proximity Media has signed with Walt Disney Company and will include television projects in the future, other television projects. Coogler previously wrote and directed the Black Panther, and he's at work on the film sequel. This upsets me because this tells me they're trying to move away from T'Challa. That's all this tells me. I understand Chadwick Boseman passed away, R.I.P., but like we need to recast him. Like I don't care about the Dora Milaje. I don't care about Shuri. Like unless I have T'Challa, I'm not going to care about this show. And this show is definitely going to be about the Dora Milaje. And I just feel like they're getting away from the actual Black Panther.
Well, it's so hard with the situation that they're given because, imagine Chadwick Boseman's still alive. Black Panther 2 is going to go on with T'Challa. They pitch this to you, you'd be super excited.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just navigating the Wakanda world at this point is very difficult until we have like until we have what they're going to give us on how we're moving forward.
I just think it's a big mistake that they're not gonna recast T'Challa. I feel like that is a huge mistake. They're gonna let him die off screen and give us Shuri, and I just feel like that's a bummer. And for all T'Challa fans, they're getting screwed straight up.
Yeah, I mean, we've had this discussion many times. There is really no reason to kill off the character based upon Chadwick Boseman's death. As tragic as it is,
He wouldn't want that.
He wouldn't want that. Your storyline doesn't really call for that to happen.
You at this point, you're just trying to appease certain fans because they want to see Shuri be Black Panther, and all well and good, she should be, but it's too early. If we're gonna be honest with ourselves, they're just doing this for politically correct reasons, and I think that's a mistake.
That's sometimes the decisions you make on a pivot.
Yeah, and that's just
you
what
try and
is.
gauge what the fans are going to go for,
and they're only catering. They're only catering to some of the fans, and I feel like they're gonna realize that when they see Black Panther 2 is not as successful as Black Panther 1.
I don't see that. I don't see it being close.
Exactly, 100%. But we shall have to wait and see.
But we'll see what they do out of a TV series in Wakanda. I mean, I think that they still could make this really interesting, and I think almost I'd be more excited to see Wakanda now without T'Challa on a TV format more so than in the movies. Like Black Panther 2 scares me more so than this. Like I feel like what Black Panther 2 is probably going to be is what this should be.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. Black Panther 2 is just gonna be Shuri getting the mantle, and it's gonna be a bunch of arguing with people about like should it be M'Baku? Should it be Shuri? It's just gonna be a bunch of. It's gonna be. I'm not for it. I'm not. I'm really not.
All right. Well, we'll move into something else. Timothée Chalamet and Taylor Russell are in talks to star in Bones and All from the Call Me by Your Name director Luca. How do you say this name?
Guadagnino.
Guadagnino. The film with a script from Suspiria and a Bigger Splash screenwriter.
Suspiria? I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah. Screenwriter Dave, not going to try that last name, is described as a horror love story with Chalamet and Taylor Russell circling lead roles. Sounds, normal.
Sounds like
normal
Suspiria. And look, I'm not mad at the director. The director had to pivot because one of his actors is a alleged cannibal, so he couldn't do Call Me by Your Name. Wait, you didn't know about this? Who? Armie Hammer, alleged cannibal.
Is this some Hollywood thing?
No, bro. That's what they saying. They said like they leaked his DMs, but he said that wasn't him. So we don't talk about that type of stuff on here. But he's an alleged cannibal, so they can't do Call Me by Your Name too. Dude had to walk away from Hollywood for a little bit, so until everything gets sorted out. But Timothy and that director said, "Hell no, we continuing on, partner. We got a new movie coming."
This director's been doing some pretty good things. He had Call Me by Your Name. His most recent HBO series has done pretty well.
Yep.
With Jack Dylan Glazer.
I actually think that's a really good show.
Yeah. I haven't gotten to see more than the first episode, but I liked what I saw. But this sounds just right up Timothée Chalamet's alley. Maybe this means that he's not going to be cast as Wonka.
Yeah, maybe that's what that means. So maybe Tom Holland will get it. But next up, we got Neve Campbell has signed on for the leading role in the Lincoln Lawyer series that recently announced at Netflix. She joins previously announced Manuel Garcia Rufo, who will star as Mickey Haller, runs his law practice out of the backseat of his Lincoln Town car. Campbell will play Maggie McPherson. Maggie is Mickey's first ex-wife, a passionately committed deputy district attorney known to colleagues as Maggie Fierce for her unwavering dedication to her job. Although frequent tensions erupt between Mickey and Maggie, underneath it all, they still care very deeply for each other. They're both intensely loyal and loving co-parents to their tween-age daughter, Haley. I'm excited for this as long as they, expound on what we've already got. Like, I know it's a reboot, but as long as they give us a little bit more to sink our teeth into than the Matthew McConaughey one did, I'm excited for this. It just depends on how believable the lead actor is as Mickey Haller, because he's the one who is the one that's going to make us interested in this.
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. I'm trying to remember who he was in Murder of the Orient Express.
Let me see. I'm gonna look him up.
Manuel Garcia Rulfo. Um, yeah, I mean that's definitely going to be a big part of it. The chemistry between him and Neve Campbell. You know, good for Neve Campbell for getting back in something relevant.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Who
funny
was
that
he in Murder in the
she's.
Orient Express? I don't recognize this guy.
That's what I'm saying. Like there were only a few characters.
Exactly, and everybody was pretty much a big name actor, it seems, but this guy.
Like I keep wanting to say that he was the friend,
He's
but I
deep
don't
down
think
on the
that's what
cat.
that
Yeah, I don't think
was.
that's right either. Dude's deep on the list, like deep
Whatever.
down in IMDb. Yeah, I don't know who this guy
So
was.
good for him for getting this big job. I've seen his face before for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely seen his face before. You know, maybe because I have seen Magnificent Seven. What I saw Six Underground, so he was in that. But yeah, you know, good for Neve Campbell for getting back in the world because I haven't heard her name in a while, unless
Yeah.
it's Scream. All right, well, let's move into our next story that I know we're both be pretty excited about. We definitely speculated on this, and Titan season 3 is cast Jay Lycurgo in the recurring role of Tim Drake. Tim Drake is described as a streetwise kid who's managed to grow up on the toughest streets without losing his indelible belief in heroism. His easygoing demeanor is backed up by a near genius mind, a
Yep.
natural detective with a perception of detail far beyond his years. So fans of Batman comics will recall that Drake served with Batman as the third Robin behind
Both
Jason Todd.
both him and Jason Todd had rough lives. Tim Drake's dad was a drunk and basically not a good father. And Tim Drake, unlike Jason Todd, didn't turn to crime. He actually was inspired by Batman. He's a very smart, and arguably, out of all the Robins, he is the best detective. And even though Dick makes a perfect,
Arguably a lot of people's favorite Robin.
yeah, not mine. Mine is Dick. But if you ask me who is most suited to be Batman, to take the mantle of all of the Robins, I know people would be quick to say Dick, but it's actually Tim. Tim is more like Batman than anybody.
Yeah, I think that everyone's been dying to see Tim Drake in a live action role. The way the Titans has progressed, it seems like a natural fit.
Oh,
Don't
and
know much about the
let me kill
actor,
the
but I am excited
speculation. Yeah,
about
because
Tim
wait,
Drake
I know
being
something
there.
about the actor. The actor is the same actor that you know. Remember when in the Batman when Robert Pattinson's punching that guy, and he's breaking him up, the dude with the Joker mask. And you remember how they
Yeah.
had that one kid that was like looking scared with half of his face painted, half of his face not. That is this kid. But people were like, "Oh, does that mean Titans is tied to the Batman?" No, it does not. This has nothing to do with that. Kid was basically an extra.
Well, I guess maybe they pulled him off the set to give
Yeah, and they
him
just thought
this
he'd give him
this role.
give him a shot. Yeah, exactly. But this is good for Titans. This tells me that if Tim Drake hits with the fan base, then maybe we could get a spinoff with him leading the Titans and get us our own personal Nightwing show. Or if Brennan Thwaites doesn't want to be Nightwing anymore, they can move him along and let Tim Drake run the Titans. Either way, this is big for
True.
the Titans universe. Although one character, this makes me question his future with the Titans. Schubert, you remember I sent you that text message of one character talking crap on this guy, Ryan Potter, because they didn't want to let him be Tim Drake and he wanted to be Robin. And he basically said biracial. Okay. And then they asked him about Gar, and he was like, what storyline? And he was like, Gar don't have no storyline. And it was just like, I was shocked to see him tweet that. And it just sounds like, man, maybe Beast Boy gets written out soon.
I would not be surprised the way that they've
He
been
was
writing him.
beefing, bro. The way you saw those tweets he made, and he didn't delete them. That's what shocked me.
I saw the stuff about Gar. What do you say about the biracial thing?
Because like people said he couldn't be Robin, or for some reason because like multi-race. I don't know. I just remember Twitter like arguing with him, and he was like, "Oh, so now we got a multiracial Robin."
Yeah. That was just what I was about to say too. That this Tim Drake being multiracial Robin, it's yeah, whatever. I mean, it
Yeah,
doesn't
it
really
doesn't
matter.
matter. Exactly.
So
Ryan Potter just sounds salty.
yeah, he does sound salty.
Not a
Salty
good look
that
for him.
he didn't get Dick Grayson. I guess he
Mm-hmm.
auditioned for it, but
Yeah, he just didn't get
I
it.
couldn't imagine his ass being Dick Grayson or
No,
Brendan Thwaites.
he's
I mean,
not a
come
good
on.
actor. Like, I'm sorry, Ryan Potter. There's a reason why you're Beast Boy and they're not giving you a lot. You're not the best actor.
It is what it is, but I'm definitely excited that we're gonna have some Tim Drake, and it's a recurring role, so we'll definitely see him in more than one episode.
Yeah,
So
that makes
exciting for
me
this guy.
that makes me hype. Well, next up, after Lin-Manuel Miranda's In the Heights for Warner Brothers, John M. Chu has his sights set on adapting one of Broadway's biggest hits. Sources tell Deadline that Chu will direct Universal's Wicked, the feature film adaptation of the record-breaking musical phenomenon that is on its 17th year on Broadway. I've actually seen Wicked live
Me
at
too.
when I went on senior trip, and funny enough, no one knows this, but they wouldn't let us smoke cigarettes or drink in senior trip, so we wanted to get back at them, and they ended up allowing us to smoke cigarettes by the time this happened. But we were in the bathroom. In Europe, there's snortable tobacco, so all the senior boys were just snorting tobacco in the bathroom, and people were like, are they snorting coke? And we were like, fuck no, it's tobacco. And our teachers were so mad at us in Wicked in
That's
the bathroom
gross.
snorting tobacco.
That's gross. But I'm super excited about this story. The Broadway movie space has definitely been calling
Grown.
my name by like wanting me to go tune into a West Side Story directed by Steven Spielberg, and
Yeah.
now a Wicked directed by John Chu.
And
Yeah.
when Lin-Manuel Miranda's In the Heights.
Yeah, I don't know much about In the Heights, but I mean, West Side Story is a classic. Wicked is one of the best musicals I've ever seen live, and I saw it on Broadway in the Gershwin. So, you know, I'm super excited about this. I think it's a really great play, a really great story, kind of takes into this whole world of Oz outside of the Wizard of Oz. I would like them to explore that a little bit more. So I'm hoping that this movie is a little bit successful so that maybe they can expand more into the books that Wicked is based off of. Because the story of Oz is, we've seen so many different
versions
movies, and it's just like a world that you can explore. And maybe it's time to reintroduce it.
Word. I'm not mad at that at all. And that's something that I think could work.
All right. Well, Paramount and J.J. Abrams have brought on the Batman series showrunner Joe Bartman to write the script for an untitled sequel to Cloverfield. While the original Cloverfield was shot by using found footage format, this new installment will abandon that style.
Of course, it's dated. They've done it too much. All right. I'm not the biggest Cloverfield fan, but I know there's a lot of people out there clamoring for it. You like it?
Me. I am a Cloverfield fan, mainly because of the shot style. I thought that it was one of the best found footage movies.
Well, since it's not that anymore, are you excited?
Yes, because what they built within the Cloverfield, with this and Cloverfield Lane and the other movie that's associated with Cloverfield, the idea behind what's going on is really interesting. It's another post-apocalyptic kind of deal, but one thing that we didn't get enough of in the first Cloverfield was the big bad, and I'm hoping that now that we've abandoned that, we're gonna finally really get good visuals on the big bad. So I'm excited about this. I've been waiting for something to be done with Cloverfield. I thought it was a good movie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a movie that I really could watch at any point, which is weird to say because it's not like when I come to writing this top 100, I say I'm going to do. I feel like Cloverfield will be on it, but it will be very, very high.
Yeah, very low.
Yeah, very low.
Got you.
Maybe 97.
Okay, like I was about to say, geez, got you. But all right, next up we got the Golden Globe noms. I'm tossing it to you because I don't have those things up. You probably.
I do have it pulled up. So the full list. Let's start with television, and let's go with the shows first, and then we'll go to the actors. So best television series, musical or comedy: Emily in Paris.
You didn't like
the flight attendant, great. Schitt's Creek, great. The Great, which was a really good show, and Ted Lasso. So I think that they did 4 out of 5 good shows here for musical or comedy, but you can definitely tell it's an interesting year when The Great, which was okay for a Hulu series, and then Emily in Paris are nominated.
Emily in Paris wasn't bad. You're a hater.
But Ted Lasso was by far the best comedy on Apple TV.
They're gonna give it to Schitt's Creek.
Flight Attendant was best by far on HBO Max of new comedies, and Schitt's Creek is an all-time great sitcom or comedy series. So I think it could go to anybody, but I'll probably go to Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
Best television limited series or motion picture made for TV: Normal People, The Queen's Gambit, Small Axe, The Undoing, Unorthodox. Could go anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm
anywhere. Shocked. Oh, it's limited series. Okay. I was about to say, where's my show at? But hopefully The Undoing gets it.
I would be fine with Queen's Gambit getting it. Unorthodox, Normal People, Small Axe. I mean, everything on there is a really good series.
Yeah, true.
Best television series drama: The Crown, Lovecraft Country, Ozark, Ratchet, and of course, The Mandalorian. Give it to them.
They're not winning it. This got to go to Lovecraft. I'm shocked my show, Your Honor, wasn't nominated, and I know they get nominated later, but give it to Lovecraft. But shout out to Mandalorian because season 2 is great.
Yeah, I feel like Lovecraft or Ozark probably be in top contention for this. But I don't know. Mandalorian could come out of nowhere. You never know. We'll see. This is the Golden Globes.
Yeah, it's not the Emmys.
It's not the Emmys. So best performance by an actor in a television series, musical, or comedy: Don Cheadle for Black Monday, Nicholas Hoult, The Great, Eugene Levi, Schitt's Creek, Jason Sudeikis, Ted Lasso, and Rami Youssef for Rami.
I hope Jason Sudeikis gets it.
It would be great for him, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be, especially after his wife did him dirty with Harry Styles.
And is on interviews doing for her film, and I'm just like, I can't look at this lady.
I can't look at her the same. No, me neither.
All right. Well, best performance by an actress in a television series, musical, or comedy: Lily Collins for Emily in Paris, Kaylee Cuoco, Flight Attendant, Elle Fanning, The Great, Jane Levy, Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, and Catherine O'Hara for Schitt's Creek. Probably go to Catherine O'Hara, but I'm really rooting for Kaylee Cuoco. Actually, like I thought that I didn't think that I could take her seriously in that series, but I did. I did. I don't know if you've seen that series. It's pretty good. No,
I still haven't. I need to check it out because you've talked about it and a bunch of people have talked about it.
Best performance by an actor in a television series drama: Jason Bateman, Ozark, Josh O'Connor, The Crown, Bob Odenkirk, Better Call Saul, Al Pacino for Hunters. I thought that was interesting. And Matthew Rhys for Perry Mason.
Nah, wait, I thought Bryan Cranston got nominated. He didn't get nominated?
Different category.
Okay. Well, I hope Matthew Rhys gets it because I love Perry Mason.
What do you think about Al Pacino?
The Hunters? Weird. I thought that was like last year. Like, why? I feel like it's a year too late.
Yeah, last year. Yeah. No,
for this year. Okay. True. Yeah, weird. I would say give it to what's his name? Logan Lerman over Al Pacino.
Anyway. Yeah. Best performance by an actress in a television series drama: Olivia Colman, The Crown, Jodie Comer, Killing Eve, Emma Corrin, The Crown, Laura Linney, Ozark, and Sarah Paulson for Ratchet. I guess you can go in Sarah Paulson.
I'm going to say this. It's huge. It's very disrespectful that Journey Smollett-Bell didn't get nominated, and that's ridiculous because what she did in Lovecraft was phenomenal, and she deserves to be nominated. Same with Michael K. Williams in the actor role. I'm sorry.
I would honestly say for the person who played Journey Smollett's sister too for supporting.
Exactly.
But I guess they don't do supporting.
It's a damn shame that they didn't. It's a damn shame they didn't give any of those black actors a nomination. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Damn shame.
Next category. Here's your Bryan Cranston: best performance by an actor in a limited series or motion picture made for television. Bryan Cranston, Your Honor.
Give it to
Jeff
him.
Daniels, The Comey Rule. Hugh Grant, The Undoing. Mark Ruffalo, I Know This Much Is True. And Ethan
Mark
Hawke,
might get it.
The Good Lord Bird.
It's either
I haven't seen that.
It's either for Ethan Hawke or Mark Ruffalo or Bryan Cranston. I hope Bryan Cranston gets it.
I hope he does too. I just don't know about these other people. I know Hugh Grant ain't getting it.
Yeah, Brian. If you're gonna do The Undoing, Your Honor's a better show, and what Bryan Cranston's doing was way better than Hugh Grant and The Undoing. Like, let's be honest.
I like the series, but I'd rather give it to Nicole Kidman.
Mm-hmm.
but there's other people in here that probably deserve it more. Best performance by an actress in limited series: Kate Blanchett, Miss America; Daisy Edgar Jones, Normal People; Shira Haas, Unorthodox; Anya Taylor-Joy, Queen's Gambit; Nicole Kidman for The Undoing. I think that
Anya
Anya
Taylor-Joy.
Taylor-Joy or Shira Haas are going to win this.
Yeah, I agree. I'm still so upset. No Lovecraft actor nominations. That's bullshit.
Best performance by an actress in a supporting role, series, limited series, or motion picture made for television: Helena Bonham Carter, The Crown; Julia Gardner, Ozark; Anne Murphy, Schitt's Creek; and Cynthia Nixon for Ratchet. I don't really remember
This
any of
is
those.
where this is exactly where you're talking about where Journey's sister in the in Lovecraft should be nominated.
Or Journey, if they're gonna counter supporting.
Yeah, whoever, but like Lovecraft was
Or
too good of a series.
Hippolyta, or
There were too many great women in Lovecraft, and I'm not even saying Jonathan Majors because I don't feel he should be nominated. But Michael K.
no.
Williams, Michael K. Williams gave an incredible performance. Journey Smollett Bell gave an incredible performance. Wumi Mosaku, who played Ruby, incredible performance. Ajane Ellis, Hippolyta, incredible performance. Even Abby Lee Kershaw, who played Christina Braithwaite, incredible performance. I think it's bullshit that none of those women got nominated, and I apologize on behalf of the Golden Globes because that is just ridiculous.
The same category in the male actor is John Boyega, Small Axe; Brendan Gleeson, The Comey Rule; Daniel Levy, Schitt's Creek; Jim Parsons, Hollywood; Donald Sutherland, The Undoing. Donald Sutherland, The Undoing. That's pretty interesting.
I feel like Michael K. Williams was better than Jim Parsons. I'm sorry. Again. I'm sorry, bro. It's just disrespectful. What we got in the movie?
Personally, I want my boy Boyega.
Yeah, give it to John. But
right.
What's up
we'll
with the
do
movies?
The movies first. Best motion picture drama: The Father, Mank, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, and The Trial of Chicago 7.
They're probably gonna.
It's probably gonna be Nomadland.
Yeah, I was about to say Nomadland or Mank. That's just where we're at this year.
Maybe Promising Young Woman. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
How didn't again, they're just disrespecting the black creators. How didn't Malcolm or Marie or Judas and the Black Messiah not get nominated? And I know those films are getting nominated.
Neither of them have come out yet. Neither have come out yet. And but to counter that point, The Five Bloods.
Yeah, exactly. That movie was great. Disrespectful.
Or One Night in Miami.
Both great movies. Disrespectful.
But I mean, like, granted, like, I feel like The Trial of Chicago 7 was better than One Night in Miami.
But I don't think it's better than The Five Bloods. Yeah, exactly. It was not. And Mank, I'm a big David Fincher fan, but that wasn't his best showing. I'm going to be honest. The Five Bloods was better than that.
All right. Well, anyway, motion picture, musical, or comedy. I think this is a really interesting category. You got Hamilton. So, like, that's the one thing I think is going to win a lot of awards that I think is bullshit.
Bullshit.
That it is a film. It is a taping of a play, and is going to win possibly Golden Globes.
This is why the Golden Globes don't mean shit. Trash.
Yeah. Also, The Prom, which awful. Music. Don't know anything about that. Borat
nice.
2, and Palm Springs. I hope Palm Springs wins.
I'm pulling for Palm Springs as well.
But
everything
Borat
else
would be a nice.
They're gonna give it to Hamilton, which is garbage. God, I hate the Golden Globes. That's why this event is not regarded like the Emmys or the Oscars because they give bullshit ass awards.
Best screenplay, motion picture: Aaron Sorkin, Trial of the Chicago 7; Jack Fincher, Mank; Emerald Fennell, Promising Young Woman; Florian Zeller, The Father; and Chloe Zhao, Nomadland. Probably Nomadland.
No, The Five Bloods again. Disrespectful.
Best original song, motion picture: Fight for You, Judas and the Black Messiah. So I guess they were up for a nomination.
Bullshit. Exactly. They just disrespected black creators. Look, I'm gonna say it. Golden Globes so white, and I'm not the one to call a race card, but it's highly offensive that some of these great performances aren't getting recognized. I just got to be honest. Got to call a spade a spade. And if you've watched the show long enough, you know I never pull the race card or the diversity card, but this is just disrespectful.
Other nominees in this category: Hear My Voice, The Trial of Chicago 7, IOC, The Life Ahead, Speak Now, One Night in Miami, Tigers and Tweed.
Crazy, but that's gross. Who are the actors so I can get upset that Delroy Lindo didn't get a nomination?
Well, you might be surprised by some of the actors here. So, best supporting actor in a motion picture: Sacha Baron Cohen, Trial of Chicago 7; Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah; um, Bill Murray, On the Rocks; Leslie Odom Jr., One Night in Miami; and Jared Leto, The Little Things.
Bullshit. How can you nominate Daniel Kaluuya as a supporting actor when he's clearly the like? Bullshit.
How can you put Jared Leto for The Little Things
Bullshit.
in this category
Bullshit. Bullshit.
with all the Defy Bloods actors?
Bullshit. It's bullshit. Jonathan Majors should have got a nomination for the Five Bloods. Incredible.
Hell, Chadwick Boseman should have gotten a nomination over Jared Leto in
Look,
The Little Things.
Like I said, Golden Globe so white. This is trash.
All right. Well, best actress in a supporting role: Glenn Close for Hillbilly Elegy, Olivia Colman, The Father, Jodie Foster, The Manchurian, Amanda Seyfried, Mank, and Helena Zengel, News of the World.
If I had to bet, I'm betting on Amanda Seyfried or Seyfried.
Probably. Best actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy: Sacha Baron Cohen for Borat, crazy. James Corden for Prom, crazy.
Disgusting.
Lin-Manuel Miranda for a taped version of a play,
disgusting.
Dev Patel, The Personal History of David Copperfield.
Good for Dev.
And Andy Samberg for Palm Springs.
Let's go, Andy. Let's go.
If Andy Samberg wins, like, people should excited. Go in the streets and celebrate. Best socially motion distance. Picture. Yeah. I got it. Best motion picture animated: The Croods, The New Age, Onward, Over the Moon, Soul, and Wolfwalkers.
Go nominate a Japanese animated film because all those films suck.
I have to push back. I heard the Wolfwalkers is really good.
Well, I'm talking about The Croods.
The Croods. Yeah, take the Croods out.
Go nominate Lupin the Third.
Best actor in a motion picture drama: Chadwick
Let me be
Boseman.
Upset. For what?
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
All right.
Riz Ahmed, The Sound of Metal.
He deserves it.
Gary Oldman, Mank.
Of course.
Tahar Rahim, The Manchurian, and Anthony Hopkins, The Father.
Look, bro, Delroy Lindo should have been in there over those last two. Delroy Lindo was incredible, bro. That's disrespectful.
Yeah. Best Actress Motion Picture Drama: Viola Davis, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Good
Andra Day, The United States versus Billie Holiday. Vanessa Kirby, Pieces of a Woman.
Talk about an actress. Bro.
Frances McDormand, Nomadland, and Carey Mulligan, Promising Young Woman. I feel like it's going to be Kirby, McDormand, or Mulligan.
Yeah, I was about to say Mulligan did a damn good job in that too. I'm pulling for either Mulligan or Kirby, but what Vanessa Kirby did in Pieces of a Woman needs to be applauded.
She's definitely been receiving a lot of accolades.
Yeah.
Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy: Maria Bakalova, Borat 2. Kate Hudson, Music, Michelle Pfeiffer, French Exit, Rosamund Pike, I Care a Lot, Anya Taylor-Joy, Emma. Terrible category.
Yeah.
Terrible category. Like, besides the Borat 2 movie, who saw any of those movies?
Where's the Palm Springs girl? She deserved it. Your girl.
Oh, damn. Shout out to the chick who
in Palm Springs.
Some people say ruined How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, what's her name?
Christina
Melody or
Melody, I think. Yeah,
I think so.
Which, I liked her character in How I Met Your Mother, but I'm just saying people hate it. Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy: Sacha Baron Cohen. Oh, I already did this one, right?
Yeah, you did.
Best Director, Motion Picture: David Fincher and Mank, Regina King, One Night in Miami, Aaron Sorkin, Trial of Chicago 7, Chloe Zhao, Nomadland, Emerald Fennell, Promising Young Woman.
Good for Regina King, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I love seeing her win and see her transition from being in Boys in the Hood and going all the way to the Boondocks to being the star of Watchmen to now being one of the biggest, being a director. Like, just talk about inspirational. Shout out to the Queen. My two favorite actresses in Hollywood right now, the two best to me, Regina King, Amy Adams. And I love seeing each of those ladies win.
Yeah. I mean, they're really on top of their game right now. Regina King getting behind the camera too. Amy Adams pretty much doing anything.
Yep.
And killing it. Pretty much making the movie.
Like Hillbilly Elegy wouldn't have been good without her, and it wasn't that great anyway. She's the only one that was.
Or the other lady,
Glenn Close.
Glenn Close, yeah.
Yeah.
Best original score is the last category I want to mention. The Midnight Sky, News of the World, Mank, and who I think should be the winner, Tenet.
Yeah. Oh, John David didn't get no. I hate that people are now liking Tenet. You fucking idiots. Pay attention to the fucking movie. Gosh, I hate that. Like, oh, now I realize Tenet is good. I had to watch it twice. No, if you'd have paid attention the fucking first time, you'd have got it. That movie's incredible. So top 3 Christopher Nolan movie. It's between that, Memento, and The Dark Knight. I don't give a fuck what you're saying about The Prestige. Fuck Dunkirk. Fuck Interstellar. They don't have shit on Tenet. Can't even sniff Tenet's ass.
For it to be up for original score, it has to win because like the score for that movie
was incredible,
amazing,
fucking incredible. That whole movie's incredible. I'm sorry, Christopher Nolan, and I'm sorry, John David Washington, for how the fucking Golden Globes did y'all. This award show's a fucking joke.
The one thing about Tenet before we move on, did you feel when you were watching The Little Things when Denzel was driving in reverse?
Yeah.
Did you like, oh, I bet his boy gave him some tips on that.
Yeah.
That's all I could think of when I saw that.
That's a good call. And we will shit on The Little Things in a little bit. But next up,
tell us about All American.
Jesus, time for me to shit on something else. Next up, the CW is developing a spinoff for All American. And I bet you're thinking, oh, is it with one of the quarterbacks? Is it with one of the athletes? Is it with one of the lead girls? No, it's starring Jeffrey Maya. Who's that? Who? Oh, do you not know? Oh, well, it's this potential series will be titled All American Homecoming, and we'll see Maya reprise her role as Simone Hicks. Wait, do you know who that is? That's the girl who got pregnant by Jordan that no one gave a fuck about. Oh, really? Oh, glad to know that. All American is described as a young adult sports drama set against the backdrop of an HBCU experience. The show follows a young tennis hopeful from Beverly Hills and an elite baseball player from Chicago as they contend with the high stakes of college sports while also navigating the highs, lows, sexiness of unsupervised and early adulthood at a prestigious, historically black college. This is bullshit. This is trash. No one give a fuck about Simone. No one knows who the fuck Simone is. There's other women you could have spun off this show with, but they're chasing the fucking money bag. In this show, I will not support. I'm almost over All American, but this just is the nail in the fucking coffin. They're trying to pitch this
as like the HBCU experience television show, and I feel like for people who want a television show based on the HBCU experience, they're so pissed off it's on the CW.
Exactly. They're getting trash. Again, I'm going to ask you, do you know about Simone Hicks if you're an All-American fan? The baby mama of Jordan. Yeah, fucking stupid. Gosh.
Yeah. Gosh. I thought you would have something to say about that. I haven't seen the show.
You got me hot. Got me heated between this and the Golden Globes. And then Little Things, I'm going to be cursing up a storm. I apologize to the audience.
Last story, the HBO Max pilot Verbatim is rounding out its cast. Sarah Gilbert, Rob Hubel, Leland Orsner, Lec Bent, Tate Donovan, J.R. Cassia, and Kevin Dunn have all joined the project. The exact details for their roles are being kept under wraps, but the pilot follows the story of the 2019 college admission scandal. All dialogue is taken directly from primary sources, and every word is presented verbatim, hence the name of the show. It was previously reported that Chris Messina would star in the pilot, and Verbatim is an anthology series based on Brett Weiner's New York Times op doc series that screened at Sundance 2014.
Hollywood is just clowning. Why don't y'all go tap some young creators to give y'all some original stories instead of some of this shit? Like, I don't give a damn about what's that lady's name from Full House? I don't give a damn about that shit. That's just like you didn't put this in there.
Roseanne. And it's Sarah Gilbert.
You didn't put that in there, but they're doing this too. They're making a story. They're making a movie about the GameStop boom in Wall Street the other day. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I did see that, and I was like, I'm not gonna talk about that.
What the Hollywood doesn't have bro? Go tap some young creators to give y'all some original, amazing stories. This shit is gonna
HBO
tank.
Max. I'm about to say some shit about HBO Max when we get to the little things. Like HBO Max has been trying to sell us on a bunch of stuff that has been, false gold.
Look, I'm gonna say this: they've only had one miss so far. That's
one miss.
What you gonna say? What you giving it to?
The Annie Hathaway. Sorry,
you watched that? You're not an Anne Hathaway fan. Why you watch that? Your girlfriend made you?
No,
Oh.
because like I thought it was gonna be a good movie.
Nah, bro, you knew that shit wasn't gonna be good. That's why HBO Max didn't give you a bunch of trailers, and you shouldn't have watched that because I know you don't like Anne Hathaway. But we're gonna shit on HBO Max a little bit. But I'm just saying, there's better things to be making stories about.
She wants to be called Annie now.
What? Oh, for real? You dead ass?
Legit.
Oh,
Dead
I'm not
ass.
calling her Annie Hathaway. Her name Anne.
Look that shit up. She went on Jimmy Fallon the other day and she's like, I just don't understand like why people have been calling me Anne Hathaway my whole life. My name is Annie, and like I just feel so upset that like I just had to go into being called Anne because when I was young and in Hollywood, I thought I had to give my professional name, but it's just not me, and I just don't like when people call me Anne. And I'm just like, girl, shut up.
But man, look, like I'm saying, I don't give a damn about this. I don't give a damn about the GameStop movie. Like I said, get some young creatives to give y'all some better ideas because there's better movies out there. Like I've been saying for months, go adapt 100 Bullets HBO Max. That's what y'all need to fucking do. Or go adapt Black Lagoon. Give a good fucking story instead of that bullshit that we're gonna review in a little bit. But let's get to Movie on the Rise. This is where we give you a suggestion about a new movie or TV show that's coming out on streaming or that's new to rent. And yeah, it's called Movie on the Rise. Schubert, what you got for us this week?
Well, I have Malcolm and Marie. We've definitely been anticipating it, and it is soon to come.
And I heard it's really good too. So it's not like the little things.
All right, and I was just checking on when American Idol comes back. It comes back in a couple weeks.
Okay,
February 14th to be exact.
Also,
so I'll be
February
next week.
February 25th, the new season of Floribama Shore, which I don't know how they're gonna do.
Oh my god, dude! Get out of here! Get out of here! Did I ever tell you that like one of my fraternity brothers like went and flew out to LA to audition?
Yeah, you
on
did.
Floribama Shore.
Yeah, they're coming back, season 2, I guess, or 3. Whatever it is.
Forget those fools, dude. Aren't they on the challenge now?
No, they're not. They didn't put them on the challenge. They're not popular enough. That's why they're bringing them back for season 2.
No, my, it's past season 2. This is like season 3 or 4, man.
Whatever. They coming back for quarantine. Also, I've been watching the quarantine version of Love Island.
What, Love Island?
Where they're in they're in Las Vegas.
In Vegas? Yes.
Yeah, and they're on top of the thing.
yeah, that's a good season actually.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying
Caleb
it a
and
lot.
Justine. Oh, I'm sorry, I may be spoiled then.
Yeah, I'm a little too. That's a little too ahead. I don't even know who I haven't met neither of them.
Justine was week 1, so you should have met Justine.
Tell me what she looks like.
She's a black girl.
Oh, okay. Oh, she got with somebody?
Hot. Well, I mean, she gets with someone. Yeah, I don't know where you're at.
Hold on, let me Google Justine just so I can make sure you're talking about the right person.
You should got Justine, and there's Sally.
Oh, okay. Good for her, because nobody was really vibing with her in the beginning. So I'm glad she found somebody. But I don't say anymore because I'm not caught up to that yet. But my favorite. Well,
I'm not gonna tell you what happens to all these people anyway because I've been keeping up with them.
My favorite dude on the show is the black guy who looks like Jamal Adams. And I know he looks like Jamal Adams. The dude who came in first episode.
With the Ohio State tat?
No, not Trey. Not Trey. I'm talking about the dude who came in who didn't get a chick and he had to pick. He got his choice of all of them and shook it up. He took Trey's girl, Celie.
Oh, Johnny.
He looks just like Jamal Adams.
Johnny.
After this, Google Johnny and then Google Jamal Adams and look at them. They look exactly alike.
Well, you'll be seeing Johnny. Johnny's a player, recurring character.
Ooh, I want him to choose. I want him to choose Caitlin or Catherine or whatever her name is, who's with Carrington.
All right. Well, yeah, we're way past the show. Yeah, I watched it live, and I will say, like,
was it better than I like it more than season 1.
The one thing about like Love Island and The Bachelor is, at this point where I'm at The Bachelor, I can watch a Bachelor season without it being live. But I can't watch Love Island without it being live. Ooh. Because like just the idea, and it's the same thing with The Bachelor too. Not that I'm saying that I can't, but it enhanced the viewing so much when you're watching it live and you can follow along on Twitter with like people just
everybody.
Like, yeah,
is it still going live right now?
The Bachelor?
No, Love Island. I think it is.
Oh, Love Island's done.
Oh, it's done. Dang, I wish I could have watched.
Long done. Well, it was like what I was watching in the fall.
Oh, okay.
And it comes on like every day.
Real. I'm gonna have to get on to that point.
I can't believe I hadn't said it on the podcast because that was all I was watching in the fall. Because
should have told me I'd have jumped on.
Come on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Crazy.
Like it came on every day, dude, for like an
Real.
hour.
Well, all
It
right.
was
Here's
wild.
my suggestions for you guys.
And it got renewed for season 3.
Oh, lit. Well, here's my suggestion for you guys. Schubert suggested Malcolm and Marie. I'm going to suggest to rent. There is Lupin the Third, the first. It's an animated movie, but there's the dub is absolutely phenomenal. We've interviewed one of the dub's actors, Richard Epcar, and I'm a big fan of his work. Big fan of this series, Lupin the Third, the first. If I'm gonna tell you a movie to rent, this is the one to do. But if you're low on cash and you want to, stick to streaming, new to Netflix this week, I believe on Sunday or Saturday, The Sinner season 3 is out. If you didn't watch it live on USA, it's now out. It's following Matt Bomer's character, Jamie. Bill Pullman, the greatest detective on television right now, is back, and I'm loving it. So The Sinner season 3, I'm hyped.
The Sinner is like the Murder of the Orient Express, but on TV.
Don't do that. I love The Sinner. Don't do that. The Sinner is great. Don't do that. It was good. The Jessica Biel season.
You get what I'm saying, though? It's
I know what you're trying to do.
Out or whatever.
The Jessica Biel season was incredible. Season 2 was kind of a miss, but this season looks great.
All right, well, yeah, the Jessica Biel season is unmatched.
Yeah, it's fire. It's super, super fire. All right, what are we reviewing first? We doing the
Let's
little
talk
things.
about this movie first. Let's talk about this movie first, because like it was awful, dude. Like the weird thing about it is it moved so fast for an hour. For an hour, it's like bam, 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 trash. But like I got through an hour of it, and I was like, damn, I've already gotten through an hour of this thing, and then the hour to an hour and a half went so slowly. I wanted to gouge out my eyes. I was like, what the heck is going on? It was like where they're following him or whatever. And I'm like, this dude's not doing anything. Like,
this movie had no fucking point. It had no fucking
It didn't make any sense.
point.
Like where the directions that they were going with it. And I was just like,
you wanted to be fucking 7 and you wanted to be cool. And it was disrespectful as fuck to Denzel Washington. Denzel, I don't know why the fuck you chose this movie. You're too good of an actor to be in some shit like this. But I get it. You wanted to make your 7, and that director just didn't cut it. That script was trash. It was like, ooh, like let's make Jared Leto be the Kevin Spacey style character. Let's bring him out to a field. But the twist is we don't know if he did it. Unlike Kevin Spacey, he did it. We don't know if Jared Leto did it, but we're gonna paint the picture that he did, and then show evidence at the end that he didn't do it. And it's a commentary on the legal system, how detectives aren't really good detectives. It's such a bullshit fucking story. First off, my biggest problems, the directing and the story, fucking trash. Denzel, great. Great performance by Denzel, by the way. I believed his old man character. You know who fucking sucked? Rami Malek. What were you doing? What movie were you fucking in, Rami? Like, this movie was just the biggest letdown that I have seen in a movie that I was anticipated for in a long time. I think this movie is the new Extraction for me, because this movie, like Extraction, was horrible. This movie had such high expectations. It just floundered. There was no point to the fucking movie. The ending was horrible. Like the detective work was fucking horrible. The whole time you set up this backstory with Denzel that doesn't fucking pay off at the end. Oh, he accidentally shot the girl. That's his, like, I get that's trauma, but like, what is it? This movie fucking sucked.
It really didn't have anything to do with like what was really going on. And I was just like, I just don't understand like what you're trying to.
It had no point.
I just don't get the ride that you're taking me on right now. Like,
there's no point.
And like I was sitting here watching it for 2 hours. I'm like, I could have watched 2 episodes of Criminal Minds. Like
exactly, it'd been a lot better than
10 times better.
I would have loved to watch my boy Shamir Moore kill it on Criminal Minds instead of this bullshit. My boy Aaron Hotchner, let's go. Fuck this. Fuck this fucking movie. I'm sorry I suggested this to you people. I will never do something like this again. That was just the biggest
haven't watched it,
fucking letdown. Don't watch it. And I love Denzel. I liked Rami Malek, and I'm a big Jared Leto guy. Like this movie had everything to be great. Why do you want to be so cutesy and make Jared Leto? Is he the killer? Is he? No, you should have made Jared. We knew you should have made Jared Leto a fucking killer. Like should have just made him be.
That made him look like an idiot.
All they had to do was actually.
And I still don't even know what the fucking intro of that movie was, where like the girl was driving and like she
wanted to be
away.
Bro, it wanted to be 7 in Zodiac so fucking bad, but it wasn't. It was not. Like Zodiac, it's okay you don't know who the killer is because they give you multiple options to be the killer. 7, you know who the killer is. It was literally trying to be 7 in Zodiac, but the thing is, you didn't give us any other suspects for us to think who the killer could be. If you'd have gave us 2 other people, maybe that shitty ass plot would have fucking worked. But instead, you give us one guy who you lead to the whole fucking movie, and then at the end, you don't know if he did it. You don't solve any crimes. You don't see any killings besides the fucking first one. What the fucking point is this? If I want to watch cops talk, I'll go watch fucking Law and Order. Gosh, that movie fucking sucked.
We should have known when we saw that it was going to be John Lee Hancock directing. The credits include The Rookie,
Trash.
Which is fine. It's a sports movie. The Alamo, trash. The Blind Side,
trash.
Borderline trash. Saving Mr. Banks,
trash.
Never saw it.
I'm gonna say it's trash.
The Founder, don't know what that is.
That's the that's the Ray McCormick.
But isn't that like a documentary? Oh no, that's
that's the one with Michael Keaton.
So Michael Keaton, how's Michael Keaton gonna screw things up?
And you think that with Denzel couldn't Training Day this. Like Training Day arguably didn't have that great of a plot, but Denzel acted his ass off. He tried that for this one, but the plot was so bad that there was nothing to grasp onto, and he had no help with Rami Malek. Like, I don't get what type of emotion Rami Malek was showing. Him at the end sitting by that fucking pool was the same dude that was giving the speech in the fucking beginning. Like, he had no depth of character. None. Zero. But maybe that's a shitty script.
The other credits, The Highwayman, which was not that great.
Trash.
And then the dude wrote Snow White and the Huntsman. Trash.
Yeah, we should have known that. That dude is horrible.
We should have known.
I'm never watching another John Lee Hancock movie. And if Denzel, look, I'm talking to you, my brother. You are one of my biggest inspirations. The greatest actor in Hollywood ever, in my opinion. Don't you ever do another John Lee Hancock movie as long as you're alive. Because you're at an age right now that we're only getting so few Denzel movies left for the rest of this time. And I don't want my last days spent with you like this. I need another one from you, Denzel. I need another cop movie that's better than this.
Next, we got The Tragedy of Macbeth, where he plays Lord Macbeth.
Yeah.
So
that's going to be lit.
Cool.
Yeah, shout out Denzel for that one. John David, don't you dare work with John Lee Hancock, my brother.
I saw Mark Ellis. He tweeted, "The little things. Just go watch The Equalizer."
Yeah, you should. Or watch Training Day. One of them. Go watch another Denzel cop movie. That movie was fucking 0 out of a 10. I'm not even giving it a 1 or a 2. That's how bad it was. 0.
It was bad.
0. To have that talent, you couldn't scrape it. And I blame Warner Brothers and HBO Max. What about the reshoots? Y'all Justice League reshoots? Y'all should call somebody in to come redo this movie, because that's a damn shame. You wasted Denzel's time. You wasted Jared Leto's time. Rami Malek, I'm not going to say you wasted his time because he was trash, and you wasted my time.
Are we sure that Rami Malek
is a good actor?
Just hits a dude with a shovel and he dies? Like, come on. When that happened, I was like, are you serious?
Are we sure the FBI would... Wait. I got another one. Are we sure the FBI wouldn't have figured out he killed him? Like, what? He the lead suspect and he just disappeared? Nigga, shut up.
But hold on. Are we sure Rami Malek's a good actor? Let me look real quick. Because every time I see him now, I can only see Freddie Mercury.
Are we sure he's a good actor?
And what he did in Bohemian Rhapsody is amazing. And what he did in Mr. Robot's pretty awesome though too. Mr. Robot's a pretty good show.
Well, he better hope no time left to die is good, because if not, he on the bottoms.
And then other than that,
that's what I'm saying. No time left to die. We're gonna come back to this question with that movie. But 0 out of 10. You giving it a 1?
Yeah, the only other thing I remember him from is his one episode on Gilmore Girls and Night at the Museum.
You giving this movie a 0, a 1, or a 2?
2.
I'm giving it a 0. Dud. Fucking dud. Trash.
Actually, no, I'm gonna give it a 1. Because literally, I was only watching it for the podcast. I was an hour into it and I was just like, I want to fucking turn this off. I just don't want to watch this anymore.
It was bad, bro. It was
bad.
I'm so disappointed. So disappointed. 0. Trash. John Lee Hancock. Go get another job.
All right. Well, let's talk about something. Let's talk about something that was really great this week, and it was WandaVision.
Can we talk about the director's comments first?
Let's do that first.
All right. Let me pull it up because I want to because I feel like there were too many people defending them, and like WandaVision.
Well, I don't know what I'm trying to remember what he said, so I want to hear it because I might
Hold
agree
on.
with him.
I got you. I'm gonna give you what he said. Showrunner. Let's see. I'm about to give it to you. I gotta pull it up. Hold on. Why are there so many screen rants? Like, oh, okay. Here we go. All right. This is what Jack Schaefer says. She still feels like, okay, even though WandaVision has the Marvel brand in tow, showrunner Jack Schaefer says that she still feels there was certain risk involved taking the show. She basically said that, you know what, I was worried. I believed in it. I believe in the concept. I believe in my take on it. I was really interested in the risk. That's why I showed the job. And my team of writers felt the same way. I hired a room full of who are interested in doing daring, bold things. They all have all kind of crazy influences. No, this is not what I was looking for. This is not what I was looking for. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna find it. Showrunners comments on comments on. Hold on. Give me a sec. I'm gonna find it. You start talking about season the new episode.
All right. Well, so my personal opinion on what happened is I feel like what would have benefited Disney Plus the most is if they would have released the 4 episodes at once. Because like when you watch the first 3 episodes,
here we go. I got it. All right. She has said that we were working really early. It was known that it wasn't known what the rollout would be, so the question was less about bingeability or dropping them weekly. It was more about how long can we keep the sitcom gag going, how much to reveal about the larger history, how much will be in the MCU space versus the authentic sitcom space. That was also the question and concern, really, but we were all unified in seeing how far we could take it. Even though I know there's a lot of impatience, I think there's a delight to be found in stretching this out because we all have so much time on our hands right now. Every episode has something exciting. It's a wild ride. And basically she was saying that TV watchers today are spoiled because there was more of it, and how that the pacing is necessary, or that it's not, that people should just continue to watch it and just let things unfold. My thing is this, and basically that the first 3 episodes weren't boring. My thing is this: if you are honest with yourselves, those first 3 episodes were boring. They were. I'm sorry.
They were boring.
Like they every time
at least 2 out of 3.
Every time we got into the MCU world, it was good. Every time we were in that sitcom world that she's so enamored with, or he's so enamored with, whatever the creator is, it was boring. It was. And like, I get you're making reality warping things, but that's not what we're watching the show for. We're not. I'm sorry. You tell me we're watching an MCU show. I want to watch an MCU show. There's a reason why the episode with only Lee,
Kat Dennings,
and Randall Park. Even though they're telling jokes the whole time, that shit is more interesting than all of the first 3 episodes. I'm sorry.
Episode 4 was the first time I actually felt like we were watching an MCU show.
Facts. Everything else was. I'm not gonna say the first 3 episodes were trash, but it's borderline trash. I'm sorry. Like, it just is.
Well,
well,
the thing about it is that I didn't really like that 3 episodes in. That was all we had. And I was like, I just don't know about this right now. But like episode 4 comes in and ties everything together. And I'm like, finally, now I get it. Now I see where we're rolling.
And you can't say that you paced it out like that way so it could all tie together and it's a mystery. No, there's better ways to do a mystery than that. Like, those first 3 episodes were just
little
boring.
bits of it in.
Yeah, something. Like, they didn't do a good job with that at all. I'm sorry. And I feel like everybody defending her and saying, oh, people just are spoiled and don't know how to, are all just about the binge or are all about this. No, I watched The Boys week to week and I wasn't fucking complaining. That shit was interesting and entertaining. Mandalorian, I watch week to week. That shit was entertaining. There are shows that are week to week that have mystery in it and don't unfold everything that are entertaining. That was not entertaining. It was boring.
What I always felt like the WandaVision team did to the viewers was like, oh, well, we're going to put an MCU show on Disney Plus. You're going to watch it regardless of what we put out there. You're going to watch it. So once you get to episode 4, you're going to get it. and you've already been watching because you have no choice but to.
And to
And
say that
I just don't feel like that's fair.
Exactly. And to say the criticism isn't warranted, I think that's not fair either, because the criticism is very warranted. You made a boring 3 episodes of the show. I'm sorry that people aren't watching your show to get your interesting take on sitcoms. We don't give a fuck about that. Like, not a fuck. Like, we care. And I guarantee if you made a show like that didn't have MCU ties, it would be a fucking flop.
Probably. And like, it sucks because like this episode hit on all cylinders. The first coming right into it with the blip and like that stuff. That was like,
that was some of the best Marvel stuff I've ever seen. The fact that the fact that we got to see the human element of the blip, it meant so much. Like, I had to tip my cap, like, and you know I'm a DC stan. I had to tip my cap and say bravo to Marvel, because that was incredible to show how the blip affected actual humans' lives. And that's my criticism of Marvel always. DC shows you the destruction of Superman and how that affects the city. Well, Marvel hasn't shown us much of that, but that was that. Like, to say that everyone in the world got destroyed and there's no repercussions of this on the civilian level, that's bullshit. And we got to see it, and it was perfect.
Yeah, we mentioned Kat Dennings and Randall Park, but
perfect. They killed it.
I thought they did a really great job, especially Kat Dennings, like
figuring out the old TV waves and whatnot.
Figuring that out, and I feel like her humor. I've always felt like Kat Dennings' humor in MCU has fit. Randall Park hasn't always. This time it did.
Yep.
You know, a lot of people are clamoring that they wanted to see like a Randall Park X-Files. I wouldn't want to see that, but I get the concept.
They're just saying that because they enjoyed the character, but they know if that would go all those episodes, you wouldn't get that brilliant spark. Like, you have to have Kat Dennings and Randall Park in doses, because again, if it was just X-Files show and doesn't have any superheroes or anything like that, you're not going to pay attention to that.
No, but I mean, it would on a week-to-week basis. It'd be like S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know, I thought that this episode just hit on all cylinders with like the feeling of the MCU, and it tied in with everything that we've been seeing, and gives us like a greater idea of what's been going on. You know, Tiana Paris's character, Monica Rambeau, ties in with her mother, who's from Captain Marvel. So like now we got like another character added into this MCU world that we want to pay attention to. With
we got
Monica
the new leader
Rambeau.
of Sword.
New leader of Sword, who played a rapist on Law and Order a week before, so his timing did not pan out.
Oh, geez, didn't know that.
Yeah, so like that was because I was watching my girlfriend. And she's like, the dude pops up and he's like, "That's the dude who played the rapist on Law and Order this week," and I'm just like, "Oh yeah, you're right."
Poor guy,
dude. Poor guy. Like, that just showed up on the wrong time.
And then,
I was thinking about my girlfriend real quick though. She did say when I told her about the Wakanda story that the show for the Disney Plus should be called Wakanda Vision.
No, but I know that they answered my question finally of, is Vision alive or Vision's dead? Vision's dead. He's dead. And this is all, and I love the ending scene where Monica Rambeau is confronting Wanda, and we didn't get it. And I've been wondering, is this Mephisto? But I still think Mephisto's involved. But this is Wanda. This is Wanda turning into a villain, at least for now. I don't know if Mephisto's brainwashing her, controlling her, but when she did that, I
don't think she's like, brainwashing her or controlling her, but I feel like
he's involved in somehow.
I feel like she has understood the situation she's in, and
she made the choice. Yeah, exactly. And she was like, I'm dealing with this grief of losing my husband. I have the ability to create whatever reality I want. I'm doing it. And that's what she did. And it's very House of M-esque. They're probably going to tease They're probably going to see Quicksilver. They've already talked about having a Luke Skywalker level cameo. That's what that's going to be. I don't think it's going to hit that way, but you know, what is that Luke Skywalker cameo? You think it's going to be Quicksilver? I think it's going to be Quicksilver. Yeah.
He's dead.
It's they said it might be Evan Peters Quicksilver, because like she's warping realities. We may see like that's what I'm thinking it's gonna be. I think we're gonna see Evan Peters Quicksilver, and I don't know how that's gonna tie in, but I'm excited to know Vision's dead. I'm excited to see if Mephisto plays involved in this somehow, because he is tied to the birth of her kids.
I want to know what's going on with the kids and acceleration. Like, are we gonna like in 2 episodes down the line have?
Are they gonna be adult, like teens?
Not teens, but I'd say like, higher elementary school, maybe 6th grade, 5th grade.
I think by the end of the series they're going to be teens.
Yeah, I mean, we got 9 episodes. We're on the 5th. So yeah, but like episodes.
I mean, it's just gonna be nuts. It's gonna be absolutely nuts. And I just don't know. I'm in for the ride, and I don't know where they're gonna take us, but I just know how powerful that scene was. Just seeing Wanda be like, I made this choice on my own. It was just powerful.
It was. I mean, and we didn't get it in that 3rd episode, so I was so glad that we had it this time. Give us a better understanding of like exactly everything that was going on.
Answered a lot of questions, but gave
all
more.
of them.
Yeah,
answered all of the questions, and then provided a little bit more moving forward. You know, I'm all in on the show right now.
Same.
I think that it was hard for a while. It was hard
to get here. Yeah, it was. Where's Doctor Strange at? Like, bro, you can't be letting this pop
that's what I thought the Luke Skywalker level cameo was supposed to be.
Ooh, it might be. I could believe it's that too. But I feel like Doctor Strange can't just be a cameo. I feel like he has to have a bigger role.
It's supposed to lead into it.
Exactly. So that's my thing, you know. But that's all I got on WandaVision. Great episode, and it's about
great episode.
Time. Bro, let's get to the Desiatos. Oh my gosh, this court case was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot to deal with.
Good, very good.
Yeah, it was
both
great.
Sides.
It was great. Great episode.
But you can tell that his ass is trying to corrupt it.
Yeah, you can.
Real quick, the scene with him and Jimmy Baxter in Commander's Palace, where this dude is telling Jimmy Baxter, like, I've got the right where I want them. Like, this is like this. And like, I'm going to make them
decide what I want. Yeah,
and decide what I want. I was like, bro, this is wild. Like, do judges really think like this? Like,
and the fact that they got that black lady off the thing was straight up corruption, and they're talking about it. Super corruption. They got her off the court case, and then that something. All right, so let's talk about them, the trial and everything going on with that. Like, the jury is just looking like, we got this guy.
Well, honestly, a little bit of corruption though, like that she was gonna try over his case to begin with, because she had already proceeded over his case with the dude that he curb stomped.
Yep.
I feel like that was a little bit of conflict of interest, like judge a little bias. Like, I feel like that was a little bit of corruption in itself.
She has it. They said she has it out for the Baxters because she doesn't like that they're running the city.
And if a judge has it out for somebody, like, I don't feel like they should be presiding over the case.
No, for sure.
Be real, if we're talking about due
being
process.
honest, both way, yeah, no, for sure. Man, that the scene where they're describing Carlo Baxter curb stomping that guy, it made me feel so bad. The fact that he curb stomped him, like, if you know what a curb stomp is, like, I'm surprised that dude lived.
Dude, that was frightening.
Yeah, super.
Like, that was the part of the prosecution where I was like, oh, you guys are winning this.
Yeah, in the prosecution, that lady who's acting, giving a phenomenal job. She's fighting the judge, she's fighting everybody, like, and she killing it. And when she was banging her hand on the thing, simulating Carlos smashing Kofi's head in, I was like, oh, she got him. It's over with. And the whole time you see just Michael Desiato just looking at the jury to see which one is feeling which, so he could pull them out. And then got the old white man in the back like, oh, I'm about to side with Carlo Baxter. He just sitting in the back looking like, I know Jimmy paid him.
All right. Can we talk about real quick how in episode 8 of this series, we've decided to talk about COVID?
Yeah.
Like, where the fuck does this come from?
No one's wearing masks.
2 people. And then we go to flash to Commander's Palace. No one's wearing a mask. It's crowded as fuck. Dizzy, same deal. And I'm just like, what the?
They shouldn't have added that in there.
Decide that you're COVID, or just decide that you're not COVID.
You can't be half in.
Flip-flop.
Yeah, you can't be half in, half out. I thought that as well. Also, Jimmy Baxter, you cannot go to Commander's Palace and go talk to the judge. Like, y'all both going to jail. Like, what's wrong with you? Go talk to the judge at his house. Go talk to him at the boatyard. Get the fuck away from Commander's Palace. Like, I know there was at least 7 people that saw that, especially with the angle where it looks like
especially Lee. How did Lee not see it?
Bro, I'm talking about, do you not remember when the angles where it was showing when he was giving that speech you're talking about, and every angle looked like from every gangster film when the FBI's taking pictures? I was like, oh, they got him. But they didn't. And I was like, oh, man, crazy. Also, Lee with the baseball, Michael ended up getting it, but that baseball could have fucked him. If he better buy that baseball fast. I'm trying to think of other Michael stuff.
I feel like the prosecution next week is going to come with, like, Kofi Jones didn't kill him. Kofi Jones didn't kill Rocco. Like, I feel like that's what they're about to come with.
Because they keep saying, like, Michael, we know something's up. Like when the lady was like, how did Jimmy Baxter find out about that call? Like everything's just pointing to Michael slowly. And then the grandma, who's the senator, was getting suspicious of him. I'm pretty sure she saw, but she said she just saw Jimmy Baxter. I feel like she saw Michael with him.
It should be pointing to fucking Adam. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, the teacher gonna snitch on him. It's coming.
She should.
She
quit her fucking job because she was gonna go move to New York to be close to him because she loved him, and his ass just went to fucking the Baxter girl. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
And then he's going to the trial. Like, bro, what's up, dog? Like, do you want to get caught? Like, are you that, like, your dad's risked everything to save you, and now you're about to
like
caught?
go to New York. You have the opportunity to go to New York, get away from all this, and you're like, oh, I want to stay. I want to stay
with the Baxter
here.
girl. Like if she doesn't find out, like, she's not gonna leave your ass. Like her dad won't kill you. Like, she won't ask her dad to kill you. Come on,
what is this guy thinking, dude?
He's an idiot.
It's so terrible, and like,
I want him to die.
On one side, and then like, for the she guy.
Oh, like, yeah, my boy.
And his conversation, whatever, I felt like he was being a dick to him for no reason. I'm just like, bro, like, he's just trying to be cool, and then you're just acting like a weirdo.
You're being a dude.
And then like his dad's like going to talk to the teacher because like you don't know better or whatever. And I'm like, dude, like it's total disrespect. Like, this dude is literally, Michael Desiato is doing the most for you to not go to fucking jail and be able to go to NYU, and then you're just like, oh, I'm just taking a gap year because like fuck my life. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, that was what pissed me off the most. I was like, are you serious? Are you telling me that you're not going to go to college after this dude just busted his ass to make sure you didn't go to fucking jail? Like, what's wrong with you?
And you have a chance to get away, but you want to stay in New Orleans where you could die. You're a fucking idiot, bro. Behind a girl that will never love you because you killed her brother. Like,
when you have a girl who's way hotter than her, honestly,
and I just feel like
real, and is an adult and wants to move with you to wherever.
And like, I just feel like it's if your guilt is crushing you that you have to go into the trial. Where's that guilt when you're talking to the Baxter girl? Where's that guilt when you're making out with her? Where's that guilt when she's talking about Rocco?
When her ass was like, oh, I hope that you don't mind that, like, when you're with me, you're also with Rocco. I thought,
like, where's that guilt at?
Fucking
cringe.
Chills, cringe. I was like, ugh.
I was like, what a bad person. What a bad person. But you can't, but that's okay. But you can't take that Kofi Jones is dying. But yet you're killing this girl and you're allowing her to just believe that, oh yeah, this black guy killed your brother. Sorry. Shitty person. Fuck Adam Desiato. Fuck that dude. Also, what else that stood out to me? I think that's pretty much the main things. I'm just ready for the teacher to snitch. Oh, and Michael pulling that jury lady off was a brilliant move. He was like, oh yeah, I know you've been on your phone. And he was like, look, the Baxters might kill your daughter, so you better just go home.
He's doing what he can.
He's doing the most, man. He gonna get caught. It's coming. Lee gonna figure it out. Because she's a smart character. And
there's just no way that you can go into that trial and have him not be put to death. Like, all the evidence points to him beating the fuck out of Kofi. Like, there's just no way that you can do that self-defense bullshit. Like,
just don't work.
Now I will go with the defense where, like, that video or whatever, it did look a little menacing.
Yeah, where Kofi was walking.
But there ain't no way that 12 people over there are gonna be like, oh yeah, well, this dude Carla Baxter is not a fucking racist and doesn't curb stomp dudes for being black. Yeah. So like, we should just let this dude be free. Like, no, it's not fucking happening.
And I saw the previews. If Chet Hanks snitches on him, it's over with.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't watch the previews.
The previews say a lot.
If Chet Hanks snitches, it's over.
Yeah, it's over with. But great episode. Episode 8 was great. Loving it. I'm so happy we're back, and I need to know.
But like, the teacher sees that dude at the end with that girl, and I'm like, snitch on him. Just fucking do it, because I would have been against it unless she wouldn't have quit her fucking job to go follow his ass, and then is gonna leave her for like this girl
for Rocco Baxter's sister. I hope she tell him about himself. Like, do you realize what you're doing, you fucking idiot?
Dude, it's so bad. So bad.
So bad. But that's all I got on Your Honor this week. Crazy episode. Loved it.
It was great.
So, but that's all we got this week, Shuby.
Man, that was a great week, and I hope everyone has tuned in live for that Pitch It competition,
Or is checking out the VOD.
or is checking out the VOD later on, because we had or are having at the moment such
An
a great
amazing
time.
Yeah, exactly.
An amazing time with some really great competitors. Hasdick, Dan Exclaims, Schmidt, and Jake Madison. So, be sure you check that out. It's going to be some really great content for our channel, and just something that we're really building forward with. And I'm hoping that it's a great event. So,
yep, I agree with you 100%.
Tell everyone else what's going on with the Bros Who Think.
Be sure to check out the most recent episode of the Bros Who Think podcast. New manga content out where we're reviewing One Piece weekly. Check that out. And some new anime tough talk stuff coming out early next week. Oh, also, by the time you guys hear this, the Run It Back Godfather is out. So be sure to check that out. But other than that, just make sure you subscribe to YouTube to stay up with all the information, or subscribe to wherever you listen to this podcast at, and follow the Bros Who Think at Bros Who Think on Twitter.
All right. Well, you can follow me at aschubert23, or I'm sorry, aschubert14 on Twitter and Instagram. And make sure you listen to everything going on with the channel. Keep up with what we're doing with Pitch It, because we'll have another event coming soon, at least next month.
Shooting for the end of this month, but if not, definitely in March.
Yeah, keep an eye out for some of the stuff that we talked about. Movies on the Rise. Lynn talked about Lupin the Third, the First, Sinner Season 3. Myself, Malcolm, and Marie. We'll probably be talking about that next week.
Yeah, we're going to definitely be reviewing
Malcolm and Marie. Your Honor and WandaVision. So I hope everyone out there has a great week. And as always, keep binging.